So would you agree that people, or like the fact that Lamar Jackson is seen as a running back and a quarterback, like what are your thoughts of that? Like, do you see him as a quarterback or?
I see him as a quarterback. You got to be able to see. To me, he resembled Michael Vick. Michael Vick, he was a quarterback who could run and throw. The same as Lamar Jackson. Why look at him as a running back when he could also throw? Running backs can't throw.
That's true.
Running backs can't throw. He's a mobility quarterback. When you take his options from him as where like he can't throw to his wide receivers, guess what he do? He runs it. And 9 times out of 10, he makes the play, get a first down. You can't take that away from him and say he's a running back. He's a mobility quarterback. Throw and run.
And at the end of the day, he gets the job done and gets the win. So that's all that really should matter. I don't see why people argue the fact that he's a running back or a quarterback.
You can't be mad at him.
Exactly. Well, welcome to LUTV Sports Extra. I am Gabriel Poarch, along with Clinton Essien, and we're here to discuss everything extra in the world of sports. Clinton, are you ready to do this?
I came out the room ready.
All right, fair enough. I never thought I would mention Adele's name in a sports debate, but here we go. NBC Sports used her song Hello in a promo for the return of Tom Brady to Boston. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face the New England Patriots in the first meeting of the GOAT coach versus the GOAT quarterback. There will be drama. Bill Belichick, Tom Terrific, and more what-ifs than the latest Marvel series. Clinton, you think this will actually be a good game? Okay. Who will get the win, and who will get the last laugh?
If you ask me, it will be a good game because right now tickets are selling for almost $1,200. Everybody wants to see this game. It's a lot of rumors where like Tom Brady left off bad with Bill Belichick, and they kind of
vice versa.
Yeah, they have a chip against on their shoulder going against each other. But you got to think about it. If these game tickets are selling for $1,200, it's gonna be a good game. It's probably gonna be viewed as the Super Bowl.
I feel like that's why they did it for the Sunday night primetime game.
Yeah.
If it were like a 3 o'clock game, I don't feel like it would have that same effect.
Probably
as
not.
It would be if it were a primetime game, which I'm glad the organizers of the whole league schedule decided to do it like that. So
exactly, and you got to think about it. This is going to be one of the greatest games being played, and probably going to talk about for a while because you got to look at it. Tom Brady was with the Patriots for over a decade,
for 20 years.
So with him leaving and then going to a different team and establishing that he's a dominant player and he could do it on his own with or without Bill Belichick in his ear.
Because it's hard to win as a quarterback the Super Bowl in general, but going to a new organization, new team entirely, and doing it in your first year, I got to give my hats off to Tom Brady for that. Like, I know I had my doubts about him, but like he proved me wrong, and I'm glad that he proved me wrong about that. So
it is true, but I wish he would have stayed even in like New England because when he went to Tampa Bay, you got to think about it. You're looking at a GOAT right here, right?
Yeah.
He weighed out his options, looked at the offensive players and stuff like that because he'd been doing this for a long time, right? So he knew he had offensive weapons, Mike Evans, and then he brought Gronkowski with him, the same person he played with in New England. They have a connection going on, which I feel like also helped them win the Super Bowl because you can't turn that off because they unstoppable on the field. So with that being said,
such good chemistry.
Exactly. So anytime Brady is struggling, he looks for anybody else. He throws up to Gronk gonna make the play, and he's a hard play to tackle. He's a great offensive player. So with that,
major stiff arm.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people are scared to tackle him, so which gives him more the opportunity to gain yards, get where he need to be. But Brady, he definitely proven that, he can win on his own. I feel like, thanks to Bill Belichick, he kind of took that type of knowledge with him to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Where I feel like they gave him like the opening where like, do what you need to do. We trust you. You won this before.
Oh yeah. You know what you're doing. You're going to bring the expertise we need in order to get us into the right situation that we need.
And guess what? That's what he did.
Exactly.
He got him a ring, and now they back on it again. But you got to think about it. When he left, I feel like the Patriots organization kind of fell apart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They didn't have no offensive players like that. They did have people that would step up every now and then. But back when he was playing, he had people that stepped up when he needed them. That's why the Patriots was so dangerous because you had the GOAT coach and the GOAT quarterback together. They made things happen, unbelievable things happen in the Patriots organization. So with him leaving and him, kind of recruiting and then knowing who to trust, I see this player right here, I could work with him. He talked to Mike Evans. And he talked to Antonio Brown, brought him with him.
Brought him.
So
because he was on the Patriots as well last year. So like that chemistry
was still
they
there.
Had in the, what was it, like week 7 or whatever, when they had that touchdown pass last season, like that chemistry, like it didn't go anywhere, but Tom Brady remembered about it and he said, hey, you should come here. We got a good thing going here, so
why not?
We're going to run the table.
Because even I believe when it was in New England, Brady invited Brown to stay over with him at his house. So you know when you have that type of connection, it's unbreakable. And just like that, they've been together. They won a ring together. And, you know, you still have those type of connections. On top of that, you got to look at other players on the offense of Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, Cameron Brace. You got to look at players like that.
They've also got Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller, but he's injured right now. But like he's still a factor when he's healthy. So
and then you got running back Forte, Fournette.
You got Ronald Jones, Giovanni Bernard.
All right.
LaShawn McCoy was on the team, but he retired recently. So
you know
that's unfortunate. But yeah,
so they
great career
also
for him.
Got people on defense where you know like last year before they won the Super Bowl, you got to think about it, they went against Chiefs, one of the best teams,
if not the best.
Right. Well, I wouldn't say the best right now.
So, well, in the AFC. Anyway.
Right. Okay. Let's give it that. Where they, you know, they was unstoppable throughout the season, but then they come face Tampa Bay, where their offense, you know, was not working. You know, they was shut down. Patrick Mahomes was like, anytime he snapped the ball, was on the run for his life, trying to make a play happen. So you look at it, the Patriots defense right now is not competing with Tampa Bay at all.
Oh no.
They not. So when I say who is going to win, you know, the GOAT quarterback is going to come up on top.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to use the same knowledge that he had with Bill Belichick. I'm pretty sure Bill Belichick will still use his knowledge to coach Mac Jones, but you got to think about it. It's a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and the thing about Brady and rookie quarterbacks is that Brady has an 18-2 record when he's playing rookie quarterbacks. And not only that, to add to that, he has... After a loss, he's 232 and 72 after a loss.
Right.
So, like, I just don't see the fact that the Patriots have any chance of winning this game. If there is one chance that they can win this game, it's the fact that their defense statistically has performed a little better than the Buccaneers' defense, because the Patriots, their defense is ranked 5th in yardage allowed per game with 282 yards, and the Bucs are 26th ranked with 402 yards a game. But the thing about that is the Patriots haven't really played any big offenses that contain a threat like the Buccaneers do. Because like we mentioned, Buccaneers have Gronk. They've got Brady, obviously, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. So the one time that Mac Jones and the Patriots went against an elite defense was last week against the Saints, and Mac Jones had 3 interceptions. I don't see Mac Jones succeeding this well because Todd Bowles is going to use that footage or film from last week to create a certain scheme that he's going to hide blitzes and he's going to bring in safeties, blitz, whatever like that, to confuse Mac Jones as much as possible to prevent him from doing what Bill Belichick wants him to do.
And you got to think about it, Mac Jones is a rookie quarterback. I'm pretty sure he's nervous going against Tom Brady, one of the best of all time. So I'm pretty sure, you know, every time he get on that field, in his mind, you know, I'm competing against one of the best. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of pressure on him, especially there's a lot of people watching this game. So I believe, you know, he's not going to exactly be where he need to be, but if they would have had kept Cam Newton, an MVP caliber player who also has been to the Super Bowl, you know, they would have did well.
They would have had a little bit more experience at quarterback. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Also, the fact that Brady has countless Super Bowl wins, do you think there's a chance that the time that Brady spent with Belichick, he's going to know what Brady's Achilles heel is? Like, because after spending 20 years with someone, like, you're going to know, like, how a person operates. So, like, do you think Belichick will come up with something that he could possibly not have shown Brady with his tenure in the Patriots?
Well, I don't think he's going to come up with something that he has not shown him, because honestly, you know, they've been together over, 20 years. Yeah. So definitely, he's going to know how, Brady plays and stuff, trying to come up with defensive schemes or help the defensive coordinator come up with something to stop Brady. Well, all of them actually know how Brady have been playing. So, they're going to try to take away his chances and stuff. But, Brady is Brady. He's going to make a way and make you pay for those defensive stops that you're trying to make. When you kind of like develop knowledge from Bill Belichick, that's a lifetime experience. So it's going to be a good game because they both going to know who, what the person's trying to do. Because I'm pretty sure Brady sat down with the defense and tried to give him, how Bill Belichick is. How he going to try to probably help the defense stop him. So I'm pretty sure, both sides of players, coaches, also, been talked about how to stop one another.
Okay. So with Brady returning to Foxborough for the first time, like this is the first time he's returned, do you think there's going to be some anxiousness to Brady and the fact that the fans may boo him, and that might get in his head a little bit, or do you think he's going to ignore the noise, like one of the main mottos for the Patriots is ignore the noise and do your job? Those are the two main mottos that the Patriots have. So I feel like he's going to carry those motives to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, definitely. You've been in Patriots for like 20 years.
20 years.
You definitely gonna carry that. That's always gonna live with you. Just because you went away from 1 year don't mean that's gonna go away. But definitely, I feel like most people will welcome him, even if they boo him. That's something that he's been through. Been playing football for a decade now, so he's used to that.
Well, thank you for tuning into LUTV Sports Extra. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to keep up with everything extra in the world of sports. See you next time.